Will the real Shelley stand up?
Everyone just stop saying things just for a second, okay? And I
Freeze.
will start talking.
Hello and welcome to Everything's Fine, probably your weekly antidote to bad news. Now, before we get started this week, I feel I should address something. Over the last few episodes, I may have been slightly rude about Donald Trump. And by slightly rude, I've said fuck you to him a couple of times, and I've mocked him whenever possible. And I may have given the impression to listeners that I regard him as being somewhat of a bell end, a dangerous bell end.
If you carry on like this, we won't be allowed to go to America.
Why would I want to go to America?
Because they're going to bring in...
They've got a nuclear-enabled bell end in charge.
I'm not really in the mood to go to America
But we've got to show 5 years of social media. So if Jim keeps, dropping all these bombs, we'll never be able to go to America.
Well, my defence, Stu,
yeah,
is an evidence-based conclusion.
Fair.
There are clearly, there's people out there who disagree with me because Donald Trump has apparently received a number of awards and honours, which suggests that somewhere in the world there are rooms of people going, wow, what a guy, we love him. We've already discussed his impressive, if entirely fictional, FIFA Peace Prize, a trophy that exists to commemorate an award that doesn't, which makes it a philosophical question, really, rather than a prize. Basically, Schrodinger's Peace Prize. And last month, Trump received the America First Award, an award which has never previously existed before and probably never will again, but was somehow willed into being to appease the egotistical moron. Sounds like a participation award to me. So someone could say to him, there you go, champ, you did good. Yeah. So I thought we'd do something educational to get started. And I know you lot all have a quiz, right? So we've got our top quizzes. We've got Stu, we've got Shelley, we've got Gemma.
Can I just say, in this America First Award, who else is in the competition?
I don't think there's a list of nominees. Which is always a good sign that it's a legitimate...
What, the America First competition with just America in it?
Well, I'm surprised I didn't call it the world's first competition then, like the World Series baseball. Okay, so are we up for a quiz?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is the deal.
Oh,
I'm going to read out a series of awards.
Yeah.
All of them are, of course, absolute bollocks, but some of them are things that Donald Trump has either received, claimed, or at least been loosely associated with. Others I have just completely made up.
Okay.
Your job is simple. Tell me whether each one is real or absolute bollocks. America, America,
America, fuck yeah! Come out again to save the motherfucking day, yeah, America, fuck yeah! Freedom is the only way, yeah. Terrorists, your game is through, 'cause now you have to answer to America, fuck yeah! So lick my butt and suck on my balls, America, fuck yeah!
So first up, the undisputed champion of clean coal.
Okay, so these are awards Trump has won or not won, yeah?
Yes, basically. The undisputed champion of clean coal.
But are these awards he's made up himself, though?
No, these be awards that other people have made up.
Oh, I think that is one that someone has made up, but not you.
Shall we say that's a real award or absolute bollocks? What are we going for as consensus?
I think it's a real award as far as Donald Trump is concerned.
Okay, real award.
He personally scrubbed the coal.
I mean, Trump has repeatedly described himself as a champion of coal. And the answer is that it's real. Despite never having existed before, it was willed into being and presented to Trump in February this year by mining industry executives to congratulate him on his efforts in utterly destroying all life on Earth.
But that sounds like his words, though.
I know, right? Okay, next one up is the Nobel Peace Prize. Can we be careful here?
Well, we know that's a real award, but we know he hasn't won that. These are awards Trump has actually won, is what we're saying, isn't it?
I mean,
He-
isn't that why he's gone to war with the whole world, because he
yeah.
didn't win it?
But he won the FIFA Peace Prize, didn't he? But he's not
Yeah.
won.
Far and away more prestigious, let's face it.
So that's absolute bollocks, because he's not won the Nobel Peace Prize, has he?
Mm.
Absolute bollocks.
Okay, well, look, no. And also, somehow, yes.
Oh.
He hasn't won one. He's been nominated. He's complained about not
Oh,
winning it.
yeah.
Now he appears to be in possession of someone else's medal.
Oh, yeah, he did.
But as luck
Wow.
would have it, Venezuelan opposition leader Marisa Corina Macondo has given her Nobel Peace Prize medal to him. So he does at least have someone else's Nobel Peace Prize. To be very clear, the awarding panel have stated awards cannot be transferred. So it's a bit like trying to claim a dead relative's Victoria Cross as your own. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, how about the Lifetime Achievement in Wall-Based Solutions?
Wall-based solutions. Walls.
Wall-based solutions.
Lifetime achievement in wall-based solutions. So what's this, like shelves, I guess, or
No, I think it'll be like plastering or something.
is it to do with his Mexican wall? What about his Mexican wall?
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So making
Wall-based
hostile
solutions
kind
and
of-
stopping the Mexicans coming in.
yeah.
I think that sounds like an award. Should we go for that?
I thought it would be like maybe he's really good at, fast, smooth plastering that dries quickly.
A bit of the old polyfillet. No, let's go for it. It's an award. That sounds like he's sort of an award.
Okay, as far as I'm aware, this one doesn't currently.
Oh,
Look,
that does.
give it a week. Someone's probably started designing the plaque now I've mentioned it. Okay, now then, has Donald Trump ever received an Olympic medallion for coaching excellence?
I mean, that's the sort of thing he could probably get involved in, do you think?
Maybe he's got a swimming certificate.
Mm,
Is that an Olympic medallion for coaching excellence?
mm.
Just 100 meters.
Because if so, I've got one of those.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't got one of those, has he?
Has he coached gymnastics? Because I feel like that would be his sort
That
of
may be what he said he was doing with her, but
Yeah, that was like
he
when
was
he
just grabbing her by the never
That's
mind.
like when he did that beauty pageant, wasn't it? And then he boasted that he was watching them all get changed. He said that
Ugh.
on the Howard Stern show about 10 years ago. He's not coached anyone to an Olympic standards. Absolute bollocks.
Well, amazingly, yes, he has. He has received the Order ICOS medal from Olympic bobslayer Kaylee Humphries. So the Order of ICOS is a medal that every Team USA medal-winning athlete can present to someone instrumental in their success. Now,
Oh,
I'm
no.
sure.
So it's just a sycophantic kind
Well, I
of.
don't know. I don't know how Trump
Oh.
assisted Humphries. Maybe jumping on a bobsleigh was the quickest way to escape his gropey puss and grabbing tiny hands. Next up, the McDonald's French fry certification pin.
Oh, I mean, he did do that, didn't he? He was in that drive-through, can you remember, on the campaign trail? And he was so, because he loves McDonald's. He has it every day,
So
doesn't
did he
he?
get a star for his badge then?
Yeah, of course he did. Definitely. I think I remember this. He loves McDonald's.
I mean, look, weirdly, this is a thing. And
Yeah.
it's a thing that has been awarded to Trump when he worked, and I use that word extremely loosely, as in he did a photo op in a North Carolina drive-through.
Yeah.
I think all he did was stand in some chips while cameras happened, which, in fairness, might make this the most honest award he's got. I mean, at least it's based on something he actually does regularly. Finally, how about...
Can I just say on the McDonald's, did you see the other day, because he drinks Diet Coke every day, he says he thinks it cures cancer or stops cancer. That's why he hasn't got
What,
cancer.
I thought there was something in it that actively caused cancer.
No, he says the reason he hasn't got cancer is because he drinks Diet Coke every day. He also eats McDonald's every day.
It's not done him any harm,
And
has it?
apparently a medical expert said to him, they're surprised he's still alive.
I think a
And
lot
disappointed?
of us are surprised.
Yeah, and disappointed.
And one last prize. How about this one? The Michigan Man of the Year.
yeah, boy.
Straight in, says Jamie. Yeah, that looks like a Michigan Man of the Year to me.
It's got to be, isn't it? It's got to be.
Well, it's an interesting one, this, because Trump claims that he was awarded the 2016 Michigan Man of the Year award. There's a catch. Anyone have any idea what that catch might be?
He doesn't live in Michigan, doesn't represent Michigan.
I mean, that would probably be better than the catch there actually is. There is actually no verifiable evidence anywhere that
Yeah.
anyone can find that this actually happened.
Oh,
But we all know, don't we, that Trump is an honest man with real integrity, so we can take his word for it,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because that's Donald Trump and his interesting relationship with awards. He doesn't have the Nobel Peace Prize, but he has got a medal. He's not an Olympic coach, but he's got an award. He didn't invent an award because someone else did it for him. It's like watching a child collect stickers, except that this child has access to nuclear weapons.
America, fuck yeah! Come out again to save the motherfucking day, yeah, America, fuck yeah! Freedom is the only way, yeah. Terrorists, your game is through, 'cause now you have to answer to America, fuck yeah! So lick my butt and suck on my balls, America, fuck yeah!
So it's no wonder he thinks he's Jesus. No, sorry,
He's a doctor.
doctor. Yes,
Doctor, yeah.
On that note, let's get on with the show. So a lot of stories coming out of America right now are all doom and donald. So it's always welcome when we come across something that's a lot more fun and it doesn't concern a thin-skinned man-child. Shelley, cheer us up a California style, please.
Oh yeah, I was just going to say, before we completely move on, can
We've done it
we?
now.
Yeah, but I just feel like I feel free, and like I'm just going to shake things up a bit by going back just 30 seconds.
Okay, go for it.
And I was just wondering, could
Doctor
we create a wall-based solution award on
Well,
behalf
give it
of
to
our
Donald Trump.
podcast
Yeah.
and send it to Donald Trump?
We
If
should.
we got any money in the budget for it, we could pop down to Carmichael's and get a trophy.
Well, we don't want to send him. We can make one.
I've got some toilet rolls that are empty. Could we not find a trophy?
We could just make one on AI. He loves a bit of AI, and maybe I could put it on his Truth Social.
Yeah, nice.
Should we do that?
Yeah, on
Yeah,
behalf
wall-based
of this time, probably.
Okay.
We will award him.
And then that's us never going to America. No one wanted to go to America, did they?
No interest.
I've been.
Ollie's
It's
along.
okay. I'll make do.
We might get a presidential invite.
The next
that's
president.
actually
Give him his award.
Yeah, go. I want it. Yeah,
As
it's
long as he
beautiful.
doesn't listen to the podcast.
It's a beautiful thing. So he loves walls, doesn't he? He loves walls. You know,
No one knows more about walls. than Donald.
nobody knows more about walls. He built a beautiful wall, didn't he?
He's built the most beautiful walls ever. Everybody says so.
Yeah, everybody says so.
Everybody's been saying.
He hasn't been awarded for it, and I think it's time.
We'll
Yeah,
do-
no, you're right, Shelley.
Long overdue.
I'll build one on Truth Social, and we'll post it. And
Brilliant.
and
So congratulations, President Trump.
and let's hope and then he can listen to our podcast.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Anyway,
Let's move on.
So,
from
so
here.
that was well worth going back, Shelley. So
Good stuff. Thank you.
it was a good rewind. Can I get a rewind?
I'll get the little
that-
music that goes with that.
yeah. For fresh.
You're
I really
fresh.
hate myself now.
You should.
I'm
You're
too old to
fresh.
do that kind of shit.
Yeah, you're fresh.
Well,
Respect.
Selector.
anyway, I've got to do a really serious story now about insurance.
Oh
I need to
God,
bring this all to your attention.
that sounds
So,
good.
so our American listeners, have probably heard about this because it was just so ridiculous. I think it probably did make their national news. When I saw this, it was so funny. I snort laughed on my own. I was on my own and I snort laughed, and then I went, "Oh no, I snorted!" like I was with somebody because I embarrassed myself anyway.
In front of the cats.
Yeah. I just keep talking to myself all the time. It's crazy.
Give you a disappointed look.
Yeah, they always give me a disappointed
Well,
look.
their cats also
Yeah,
do.
that is the default look. So 3 people in California have been sentenced for insurance fraud, which they carried out with some next level creativity. So the California Insurance Department said 3 people had used a bear costume to stage attacks inside luxury cars. And so it was a Rolls Royce and 2 Mercedes. And then they submitted claims for these cars. The value, I think that was about nearly $142,000. They did basically someone dressed as a bear. And then they had their cars so that they could kind of get it on a security camera, and they're in the car like scratching up or going mad in the car kind of thing, and then sent these videos to the insurance company as evidence. And then they also then sent photos of the damage inside the cars, which were just, I don't really think it was bear attack level. It was a bit puny. It was just like scratches, like nothing was ripped. It was just like scratches on the upholstery and scuff marks and things. Obviously this didn't work. I think they try to take advantage, I think, of the fact of where they were living. They're getting a lot of bears that are actually kind of going into residential areas and looking for food and things, but people have been getting bears in like their swimming pools and hot tubs. Well, I get it's a bit of a leap, isn't it?
Well, they were probably just after the picnics, weren't they? The bears?
Well, yeah, if they've got a
Picnic
picnic in their
Picnic
car.
baskets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have seen this bear costume as well. I'll have to
Yeah.
find a photo of it and send it to you, because they had it.
Give
There
a
was like a little,
tie and-
Yeah. Little
there was,
tie.
there was,
Boo-boo-boo.
there was just,
More than
yeah,
the average girl.
there was a little tie, a little pork pie hat.
Yeah.
Let's go get some picnics.
And this worked, did it? This insurance thing.
Well, I don't think it did it?
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
So the 3 things that really stood out to me about this was when this was investigated by the insurance company, they called it Operation Bear Claw. Like that's
Well,
quite,
they gave it a cool name.
Yeah.
yeah. Like this is only 3 people's claim. Well, what would you have called it?
Operation Yogi, I think.
Operation Picnic Basket.
Yeah.
Or Operation Bare Necessities.
It was pretty stupid, but on the other hand, it's happening in Trump's America, so
Yeah.
So the other thing that really made me laugh about this was that the insurance company had to get a wildlife biologist to examine the videos to tell them like it was clearly a human in a bear suit. I mean, I'm no expert. What was the motivation for the bear to be in the car? And it's just like when they got in there, I was thinking, what are you thinking as a bear?
So it's just like an actor. What's my motivation?
I know, but like, it just looked like someone dressed as a bear was like looking for something they'd lost in the car.
So, to be honest, do you think, I mean, because we're being all high and mighty about this, but could you tell the difference between a real bear and a man in a bear suit?
America, fuck yeah!
And how did they do the scratches anyway?
They had like these plastic claws. Nightmare on Elm Street, like,
like sort of Freddy Krueger with
Freddy
plastic.
Krueger kind of plasticky knives.
Thanks, Shelley. Let's stick with more positive American news of a slightly different flavour, because I'm sure a lot of us would feel a lot happier right now if America just buggered off. And in Vietnam, they perked up a lot since they won the war. So, Stu, tell us all about that.
Well, over last month, we've had a massive spike in listeners from Vietnam. So, hello, Vietnam. 20% of all our downloads over last month have been from Vietnam. So I thought I'd bring us some good news from Southeast Asia. How do you feel about that, everybody?
Yeah,
The enthusiasm
Would it be a bit weird, wouldn't it, if we went, no, No, sorry, I'm not happy with that. You're not doing that.
Well,
I don't want
that's
you
not
from
quite,
Southeast Asia.
that wasn't
Like,
what I really wanted. So, 2026 spring meeting of the World Bank and the IMF in Washington, there was a major announcement that has been making waves. Vietnam has just been named one of the top 5 best performing countries globally for human capital development. So when we talk about human capital, that can sound a little bit academic, but what it really means is it's the country's biggest asset. It's people. We're talking about health, skills, and the knowledge that allows a person to realize their potential. Vietnam wasn't just good, they were honoured with the Expanded Human Capital Index 2026 award.
It's Donald Trump won that.
Well, I don't think he has won that one, so I don't think you can, bearing in mind this is Vietnam. The honour was
Maybe they'll give it to him.
accepted. The ambassador Quoc Dung accepted the honour, so he might give it to Trump on behalf of the nation. What makes it impressive and why Vietnam are doing well is they're dramatically outperforming nations with similar income levels. So essentially, what Vietnam is doing is punching above its weight when it comes to investing in citizens. So, according to international economic experts, this wasn't just a stroke of luck, it's a result of major planning. Vietnam, they've got 2 resolutions which they've been laser focused on: Resolution 71 and Resolution 72.
They sound good.
They do. So, these are designed to overhaul healthcare and fast track high quality human resources right through to 2030.
Can I just check? So does that mean that they've done the first 70 resolutions, or did they just skip ahead?
Well, I think they've just gone straight to 71 and 72. These seems to be the ones that are causing all the waves. So
Why not then?
absolutely. The World Bank has looked at this and they said Vietnam has become a global leader in transforming budget dollars into real world outcomes. They're not just throwing money at schools and hospitals, they're managing these funds with a level of precision that outpaces the global average. One of the most exciting parts is the shift in Vietnam's labour market. So the World Bank noted a significant jump in wage employment. This means they're actually training people to align with high productivity jobs. Imagine actually training people to do the jobs that are in the country.
That's quite
Wow.
forward thinking. Yeah.
And
you
it's
like-
kind of like giving people an opportunity.
Because you,
Our government have just decided to defund
Yeah.
a load of them,
Yeah.
which is a different way of doing it.
because you think like in this country, people go and do degrees which they're interested in and so on, but there might not necessarily be jobs at the moment associated with these degrees. So what they've actually done is looked at what high quality jobs are out there and then get people trained up to do those. It's quite joined up, isn't it?
It's very joined up.
So the recognition isn't just the trophy, well, it would be for Donald. It's a roadmap. It affirms, really, doesn't it, people-centered development strategy. So as Vietnam looks forward to the next decade, it's looking to attract even more investment and loans to keep the momentum going. I don't know, it's just quite smart, isn't it? So you're investing in the health and education of your people to actually give them a good living, good health, just realising, that the best in themselves. Well done, Vietnam. That sounds amazing.
Sounds like pinko
Yeah.
commie nonsense to me.
America, fuck yeah!
You can't go there now. That's off the list
I
as well.
have heard
I'm going
that it's
nowhere. I'm
very-
not going nowhere. No,
I've
that's
heard
a
it's
brilliant
really
thing. Well done,
beautiful there,
Vietnam.
though. Everyone says it's actually a really lovely place to visit. So
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
yeah.
wonderful things about Vietnam.
So they're using their budget, and rather than just throwing money at it, they're actually got a plan. Imagine that.
I just can't. I've lived in the UK too long. I can't even begin to think what that would be. Okay, from one country that's thriving to another one which is thriving, but appears to be suffering a few setbacks. And on a personal level, that's brought me a small, petty, and deeply satisfying amount of joy. Because for years now, we've been watching Saudi Arabia try to buy itself a personality through sport. Football clubs, golf tours, Formula One, a Winter Olympics in the desert. And finally, it is starting to wobble. But how do we feel about sports washing as a concept? I've always found it slightly incredible. So don't look at human rights record. Look, it's Cristiano.
Yeah, dirty.
Oh, is that what that means? I didn't know when I
Yeah.
saw that. I didn't really realize what sports washing meant.
Yeah.
But I
Yes,
can,
it's the
yeah,
idea of, ignore all the bad stuff. We've got all these great sports events.
yeah.
I mean,
In great big piles of laundry, were you, Shelley? Football
Well,
shorts.
no, I just like, what?
Washing everyone's kit.
Whose job is it to do that?
Yes.
I mean, they did chop that journalist's head off, didn't they?
They did do that, yes.
But
Very, very
if
recently.
they've got a good sporting event or a comedy event, then why not?
Yes, the Riyadh Comedy Festival. Yes. Look, Saudi sports washing for me, it's very much like throwing a party and hoping nobody notices the house is on fire. And right now the house is very much on fire. So first up, Saudi Grand Prix, cancelled. Asian Champions League matches, postponed because of, and this is fair enough, I think, a war involving Iran, which it turns out is not ideal for hosting a global sporting festival. Apparently, come for the football, stay for the regional instability isn't a strong tourism slogan. There's even a point, it turns out, where a professional footballer looks at the money that they're too rich to need anyway and decides to sit this one out. Even players like Cristiano Ronaldo are reportedly a bit nervous, and that's a man who once moved to Turin voluntarily. Then we've got my favourite bit. The Asian Winter Games was awarded to Saudi Arabia to be held in a place called Trojena. Now, this is a ski resort with a couple of very interesting features. The first is, of course, that it's in a desert, where it is on average the temperature of a hairdryer pointed directly at your face. And the second interesting thing is that it hasn't actually been built yet anyway. And now that's been postponed indefinitely because apparently building a year-round ski resort in the desert is, so I'm just going to check my notes on this one, quite hard.
Yeah, what can they make snow out of in the desert?
Probably that stuff they use in movies that looks more like snow than snow does.
Like asbestos.
Yeah. They're just gonna like empty loads of bean bags everywhere.
That is a real thing apparently in Hollywood. Back in the day, they did use asbestos for snow.
Actually, that wouldn't surprise me.
No, they didn't realise.
I heard I was listening to all the background stuff about them making the Wizard of Oz and how many people were seriously injured and and like permanent life-changing injuries from doing that film.
But surely we shouldn't be building ski resorts in the desert, should we? I just think of all the energy that, that's a lot of bags we've got to recycle in order to offset that.
Is it?
That's a lot of water cremation.
Well, the good news is that now the bottle caps are attached to the bottles.
Thank God.
Recycle
we're all saved. We're all saved.
That's that. I think this is probably exactly what happens when your national strategy is here's some money and some more money. And there's LIV Golf as well for the uninitiated. That's a rebel tour designed to disrupt traditional golf by paying everyone a fortune to pretend they care. And now the players are leaving. You might imagine that makes the whole tournament a bit awkward. You see, the whole business model was, of course, to outspend reality, but in the end, reality seems to have won, which it has a nasty habit of doing, doesn't it? Even the Women's Tennis Association has gone, not renewing its deal in Riyadh. They've left the money party with only a brief goodbye and thanks for all the money. And then there's the big one. The 2034 Football World Cup awarded by FIFA in what I think we can all agree was a completely normal, above board, nothing to see here decision. They now need to build 11 stadiums, hotels, transport infrastructure, basically an entire functioning reality, all while the region is geopolitically spicy.
Again, going to have to recycle a lot of bags to offset all
Lot of
this.
bags.
Yeah.
Big question, Stu. I mean, you like bet footy.
Mm.
Is the prospect of a Saudi World Cup a mouth-watering treat you can't wait for, or just more evidence of corruption in FIFA?
The second one.
Thank you. So look, this is objectively, it's a bit messy, but there is a strange kind of good news here. For years, the idea behind sports washing has been if you spend enough money, people won't ask too many questions. And now we're seeing that although money can buy lots of things like footballers and tournaments and trophies, it can't buy stability or credibility or the ability to build a ski resort in a desert on time. So I think this is good news.
Well, it is, because sport as well does have soul, just about. Just about.
Yeah.
And if you keep moving everything to Saudi Arabia, I mean, they were looking at moving the world champion snooker out there,
Yes.
but they've now decided to keep it in Sheffield, because once you rip it out of its, heritage and its origins and history, it doesn't mean anything, does it? Just doesn't. And I think that's what they're finding out, and they're not getting the audience or the people to go there. So I think that's a good thing.
I think so too.
Mm.
America, fuck yeah!
Birds. Don't fret, listeners, no birds were harmed during this story. Quite the opposite, in fact. Gemma, it's over to you.
So this one's from Australia, where one of the country's rarest birds, the critically endangered regent honeyeater, has been doing something wonderfully unexpected, going to singing lessons. And as someone who can't hold a tune to save my life, I deeply respect a species that's willing to admit, yeah, I might need a bit of help with this one. With fewer than 300 regent honeyeaters left in the wild, these striking black and yellow birds have been facing more than just population decline. They've also been losing something cultural, something romantic, something essential to their identity, their love song. Because there are so few adults left to learn from, young males have been mimicking the calls of other birds, wattlebirds, friarbirds, whoever happens to be nearby. Charming? Yes. Effective for attracting a mate? Not so much. Sad, it's just very sad. But scientists at the Australian National University and the Taronga Conservation Society weren't about to let an entire species forget its own music. So beginning in 2021, they trialled something bold. The regent honeyeater's original complex melody was being played, like recorded versions of it, to the birds. Early attempts helped a little, but not enough. The birds needed more than a playlist. They needed a teacher. So researchers brought in wild-born male honeyeaters, the last true keepers of the full song, to act as tutors. And that's when the magic happened. With a real mentor perched beside them, the young birds began to sing the proper tune again. Scientists described the moment they first heard a perfect rendition as pretty remarkable.
What
think
does
so.
it sound like? I'm not expecting you to do it, but I'm just thinking, like,
I'm really glad you did.
yeah, go, yeah,
Pass,
go,
mate. I'm not going to try and
whistle
sing a
it,
bird song.
whistle it, Gemma.
Can't whistle either.
Well, I'm expecting you to do it.
Well, that's nice, Stu. It's still not going to happen.
You're great impressions.
Yeah.
Person, Stu. I'm surprised you don't do this one.
Even better, researchers discovered the ideal class size, one tutor for 4 to 5 students, a tiny choir but an effective one. And once the first cohort mastered the song, they became tutors themselves, passing the melody down like a treasured family recipe. Today, thanks to this creative conservation work, more than 40% of young males in the programme are singing the traditional wild song again, and the zoo population is now the strongest remaining source of the species' original music. And here's the best part. The birds who can sing the full love song are being released back into the wild, carrying their rediscovered melody with them, one note at a time, rebuilding a culture that was nearly lost. As Dr. Joy Tripovich put it, the hope is simple and beautiful, that these singers will help re-establish the wild chorus. Honestly, if these little birds can relearn their love song, maybe there's hope for my own vocal abilities. But until someone offers me a wild tutor, I'll leave the singing to the professionals. A tiny species, a big comeback, and a reminder that sometimes all you need is the right teacher.
Pretty impressive, aren't they?
Great looking birds.
America, fuck yeah!
Good. Now from one type of desert to another, although this one is both made up and contains a wide array of cats. And that second point makes it an ideal place to attract Shelley.
Sounds like a Shelley story.
It does.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I spelt. I'm never sure if I've spelt desert right or if I spelt dessert.
Well, you're going to be saying it, so it doesn't really matter.
I know. It's just that when I
Just don't
just
say
thought about
dessert,
it when
you'll be all right.
I say
I-
tomato, you say tomato.
I saw a mirage in my dessert.
Ooh,
Um,
mirage, did you?
yeah, a
Mirage.
mirage.
Oh, hello. I just like a bit of tip top for my dessert. Stick that on the tin fruit.
Tip top
Beautiful.
Of Angel
horrible.
Delight.
Angel delight. Few peaches, bit of tip
I
top
liked
Sunday
Angel
night.
Delight. I do
What
like
flavour?
Angel Delight. Oh, I like the butterscotch one.
It's got a
Yeah.
bit. It's the only flavour, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Does it still exist?
Yeah,
Does it really?
Yeah.
God.
Does it?
yeah.
Oh, I'm
I,
getting that this weekend.
yeah. I had sort of party years ago and I served up as chocolate mousse and everyone's going, oh, it's delicious. I was going, it's Angel Delight. And I'm like, no way. No way. Put a little glass bowl, put a few little chocolate buttons on the top. I just thought, thought it was something else. But,
Created a digestive biscuit
oh
over
yeah,
here.
may we lunch
Can't
tea.
see that.
But the strawberry one, very chemically
Oh,
on the
I bet the
taste.
banana is as well.
You just get butterscotch, surely. That was always the king.
And
I will.
and condensed. What was condensed milk all about? Why would you want a condensed milk?
Condensed milk.
For testing
I mean,
slime.
Is that
they
what it's
use
for?
it.
Why would
Well, I
you?
guess it keeps, doesn't it?
Why would you want a condensed
Oh,
milk?
do you mean
Condensed
like
milk lasts
evaporated
that ages.
milk? Because
No, because you get
condensed milk
condensed
is.
as well, don't you?
I mean, the bottles aren't that big, are they?
Yeah, but the milk goes off quite quickly. Evaporated milk, condensed milk doesn't.
Why? Why? Because you condense what? What you condensing?
But
Well,
they use it for lots of.
So if you make it
They use
smaller,
it
it
for
doesn't
lots of
go off.
desserts, though.
Yeah, but what are you condensing?
Oh, can we get back to the imaginary cats in the imaginary desert, please?
Sorry, I forgot I was doing my thing. I actually forgot. I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
the imaginary cats in the imaginary dessert.
Yeah.
I've never understood it, and it comes in a tin. I'm like,
Right, you do some research on that now. Shelley, do your story.
This is about a game called Crimson Desert or Crimson Dessert. Desert.
stop saying
Okay.
dessert.
Sorry.
Which Angel Delight is the crimson one? Is that the strawberry?
That sounds fancy.
So this crimson. Now I can't say desert. Now I'm really
Sounds
struggling.
fancy.
I can only see
Oh, crimson
dessert.
delight.
Oh,
Mm,
this has really just messed up my brain.
fancy.
Crimson Delight.
Crimson
I've
delight.
seen some films with her in. I'll tell you that.
Right, so this is this is a game. Crimson Desert is a game that's like an open world action game that was released this year by Polo. I don't know if any of you are gamers, so
No.
I-
The only game I've ever really got into was Worms. I loved Worms.
Worms, I remember that. Oh, Lemmings. Do you remember
Lemmings was
Lemmings?
right, but
I used to love it when you gave them a little umbrella and they jumped off the cliff
Mm.
with a little umbrella. But then it would be awful because if there wasn't enough umbrellas, then the ones at the end would all just start falling off the cliff behind them. And they'd go, "Oh no!"
I always enjoyed a game of Samantha Fox's strip poker on the ZX Spectrum.
Is that real?
Yeah. I'd be sitting there hours trying to beat Samantha Fox, and then you would, and then you
Or
get
trying to beat something.
yeah, and then you get like this sort of pixelated version of her, like not knowing where to put her hands. You go, oh yeah, take that, Sam.
Condensed milk, by the way, it's cow's milk that the water's been removed from, and the point of it is it can last for years without refrigeration if it's not open.
But what? Because you take the water out. Okay, and if you leave the water in,
According to the writings of Marco Polo in the
Yeah,
13th century, the Tartars were able to condense milk. It's
Yeah.
that old.
So they've known about this since the 13th century.
Absolutely, Stu's only just hearing about
But-
it now.
but-
But don't confuse it with evaporated or powdered
Ah.
milk because they're different.
well, I wouldn't. But
Well,
why
I think you would.
why would you even want to condense milk? What would even?
Well, for God's so that it lasts and doesn't need to be refrigerated.
But why do you need to know?
Because Marco Polo presumably couldn't carry a fridge with him on his journeys around the bloody world.
So what did he do? Did he
He
add?
condensed the milk.
Did he add water later? Is that what you're saying?
It's just 13th century fridges were not very reliable.
They weren't.
So
Anyway, you couldn't get the cable to go long enough to the plug socket.
to plug into the future.
Did he add?
It was
So
no
did
good.
he add the water later, or did he just spoon it out of the tin? Or
He didn't mention it.
well, what's he up to?
Well, Marco Polo.
Yeah.
No one
Nothing very
knows.
much. He's been dead for centuries.
Yeah, but why did it?
He's that busy these
Oh,
days.
lads, I'm gonna condense some milk. And they're like, why? Because it keeps longer. What?
Because otherwise, they wouldn't have had any milk.
Would you like me to continue?
Yes, please, Shelley.
It's this game, Crimson Dessert.
Never,
Play it.
Crimson Dessert. That sounds lovely.
Crimson Dessert.
Sounds
If
like,
it was a choice between Crimson Dessert and Black Forest Gatto, which would you have?
oh, I'd probably want a bit of
Ooh.
both, really.
Yeah.
They sound like the finest range, the Crimson Dessert.
Would like to try some Crimson Dessert.
I quite fancy some Crimson Dessert.
If I listen to this in the week and find out that you've edited out all of my story,
Crimson
like,
Dessert.
this bollocks, I'm gonna be really annoyed.
The-
I'm gonna be like,
This week's podcast is called Crimson Dessert. That's a done deal.
I would love to hear what happens in the game Crimson Dessert.
okay. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm too fucking tired now, to be honest.
We've still got a lot of show to record, Shelley.
Yeah.
Come on,
Come on,
Bloody
Shelley.
hell.
Well, you started it with this dessert talk.
I didn't know that this would happen. I thought it would just be one of
Nobody
my
knew this would happen, Shelley.
things that I
And yet
say.
here we are.
Here we are.
Oh, okay. It's
Stop.
set in
Stop saying dessert then. That's
I just
really
need
what you
to
got to
drink.
kind of do.
So Crimson Desert.
Right,
Comes
Crimson.
about Crimson Desert, Shelley.
I will tell you about Crimson Desert. It's set in a fictional world.
Is it?
Can't speak
It's
now.
Marco Polo, isn't it?
Bloody condensed.
Anyway, you said about evaporating milk. What's the point in that? Why do you want to
I'm not
evaporate
going to
it?
get into it.
Why would you do that? Don't worry, lads, I'm going to evaporate it. Well, you've already condensed it. What are you doing? Stop mucking around with milk, Marco Polo. Honestly. And
Oh, just leave it. Oh my god.
I didn't realise you were going to end up having beef with Marco Polo tonight.
America, fuck yeah!
Okay, it's
What
set
is
in a
that?
fictional world on the continent of Pywell. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is like a high fantasy world, which I love. We love a high fantasy world.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a world that's been affected by wars, and it's got like mysterious forces, and there's an evil to fight against.
Boo.
Can you make the camera not point at you?
I can't. I've got no control over what
Trying
the camera's doing.
I'm gonna have to put a post-it note over
why? What
it.
have I done?
I can just see you trying not to laugh.
I'm not. I'm really enjoying it. It's good.
Okay.
So
okay.
evaporated milk, Stu, is basically unsweetened condensed milk. Again, it's got 60% of the water removed, and it consumes half the space of its nutritional equivalent in fresh milk.
But why?
It takes up the space, it doesn't go off.
What's this thing about space with milk?
I don't think it's so much about the space, about you'd have to refrigerate it.
You could store loads of it. I mean, can you imagine though? There probably was a time when you would have ended up with lots of milk that you wouldn't have been able to keep fresh.
When? When was there a time when you got too much milk?
In the pre-fridge time.
So Nicholas Appert perfected the process in the 1820s.
Well, good
He
for him.
perfected it.
Well, just maybe leave the milk in the cows. Don't get so much out, and then you wouldn't need to condense it, would you?
Well, they evaporate it.
Well, yeah. Just
Okay.
leave them.
So
Just
anyway, this
baby
evil
cows
in
get
the
some.
Crimson Dessert.
Right,
Okay.
here we go.
So you get to play in the role of members of the Greymanes, who are like a clan of warriors. But the game also allows you to tame and befriend cats as companions. I'm not going to. I don't know if I can now say how you contain them, because you can do it by feeding them fish and milk. Don't say anything after
I
that
didn't know if
point.
you were going to tell
It's
us you
just
could
milk,
condense or
okay? Just
evaporate them.
it's normal milk,
Normal
normal
milk.
milk. Yeah.
What, in the desert?
Yeah.
How do they refrigerate it?
You
I
shouldn't
think they're
give
just
cats.
taking it
You
straight.
shouldn't give cats cow's milk anyway. It's not good for them.
But this is a fantasy world, so
Okay.
they don't say anything about the cats getting diarrhea.
Yeah, you can get cat milk, special cat
Yeah.
milk, special
I
formula.
actually got confused about cat milk because I remember when I was getting my shopping delivered once, and like the poor man from Tesco's was just like, oh well, I ended up going, oh, I didn't really know where cat milk came from, and I thought there was like some kind of cat dairy where they milked all the cats,
Well, they
and he
just
didn't
all
find it
the
funny. He
yeah.
was
Well,
just like,
yeah.
I wonder if you're going to say they're giving it to you as a replacement product.
Mm,
Didn't have any milk, here's some cat milk
yeah.
for you. Do, wouldn't it?
What do you think? Someone's at the cat dairy, like milking all the teats on the cats.
They're just purring away
it
now for the
turns
wrong
out
time.
it turns out it's just lactose-free milk.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
It is just lactose-free
Oh,
cow's
great. That's
milk.
another thing cats are intolerant of, as if
Yeah.
they weren't enough. So these cats in the game, you give them milk. You can give them
Yeah.
milk. It's imaginary
So
milk. They're imaginary
you
cats.
can
Lactose free.
you can then you befriend the cats, and like by feeding them or petting them, and then the cats then will apparently then assist you with things like looting. So they will then become like a support to you.
So how's
Um,
that going to work then?
So my cat is no help to me in anything.
How's that going to work?
but this is a game cat. This
So,
Okay.
is
so
So you're
what?
saying game cats are better than real cats?
Yeah, well, in this scenario, yes, I
Okay.
can't get my cats to loot for me. I
No.
think it's fair to say.
So what would you do?
Um,
Send the cat into the shop and then like steal a fish, that sort of thing.
Apparently, they'll do things like, so say if you just killed somebody in the game, they'll then
Mhm.
loot the body for you, or they'll loot abandoned villages and things like that,
If
and
your
find stuff
character's
for you.
under 18, will they go into the off license and buy beer for you?
I hope so.
Good.
That's what I would want. So there's lots of different kinds of cats that you can get as well, and they have ones like they've got like a cat kind of selection, like not at the like in the game you're going to find random cats, but they've kind of got like information in the game that tells you what kind of cats are out there in the Crimson Desert world, and they have like fat cats and thin cats, so like loafy cats, kittens, long hairs, and then they've got like loads of different colored cats, so you can get a huge variety of these combinations of all the cats. But something unexpected has happened with this game.
Oh,
So people are like players are actually bypassing the main game in favor of just building big cat armies instead.
let's go looting.
Yeah, so they're just like I don't think the game developers thought, oh yeah, this is what we'll get everybody doing, and then this has kind of gone viral in like the gaming community, the gamers community, and so there's lots of people sharing videos and stuff of these players surrounded by cats, and you can also buy them like outfits, like you can buy them like armor and little costumes and things. So people are obviously kitting out all of these cats with armor, and they've got like command centers for their cats. I think some of it was like when I was reading into it, I think some of the reason people have done it is strategic, because every time you befriend these cats, it builds like I think it's like trust points or something for your character. So it
Okay.
helps your character to like level up, I suppose. But then I think though the other appeal to it is that it's just really, really fun and cute. So they're doing it all for that reason. But some of the I couldn't confirm how big they got because I think the game's only been out for a month. It came out in March 2026.
Okay,
So
so
this
this is
is
picked up
taken
pretty
off
quickly then. Yeah.
really, really quickly. But I think I'm reading, I think the biggest army someone's got up to is about 30 because it takes a while to kind of tame all of the cats. So I'm just interested to see where this is going to go and how big these cat armies are going to get.
Well, there we have it. It took us a while to get there, which is not your fault, Shem. Well, it's kind of your fault. But a story that proves that cats are brilliant, even if they're not real cats. I think that's about all we've got time for.
I've
this
got a couple of
week.
bits of any other business very quickly.
Have you-
Happy Earth Day, everybody. Today's
Oh,
Earth
yeah,
Day.
then.
Oh,
Yeah, it's been going 56 years.
What, the Earth? I think it's a bit older than that.
The Earth Day. Yeah, thanks for that, Jim. I mean, we've been coming up with some wacky science tonight, so I think it's a bit older than 56 years.
I don't know, just Google it.
Just Google that on condensed milk. Does that
yeah,
last
the Earth is,
56
the Earth
years?
is younger than
It
condensed
lasts
milk.
longer.
Yeah.
It's older than the Earth.
This year's official theme is Our Power, Our Planet, which shifts the focus towards the collective impact of community-led innovation and individual action. I mean, we
Oh.
we could all do with a bit of individual action,
Oh,
couldn't
it's
we?
been a while since some of us have had
Well,
individual.
who wouldn't want a bit of individual action on World Earth Day 2026?
Oh, that's what my mood ring's been telling me.
Yeah, you need a bit of individual action.
And your other bit of any other business, Jim?
Well, moving on from individual action, on Earth Day, I mean, it's been quite the day already, isn't it? Did you know that this week the UK quietly regained its position as the world's 5th largest economy? For the International Monetary Fund for April has said we have gone over India. So we're now 5th at 4.26 trillion. That's what our economy's worth. So number 1, United States, 32 trillion. Number 2, China, 20 trillion. Number 3, Germany, 5 trillion. Number 4, Japan, 4.3 trillion. And we're in at number 5, 4.26 trillion, with India 6 at 4.15 trillion. So whilst there's all doom and gloom about the economy, it's actually growing.
I mean, that is good news. All I would say is, I mean, that kind of makes China and USA Coca-Cola and Pepsi.
Yes.
And that makes a sort of roller cola.
Yeah.
In terms of
Happy
market
proper.
share, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, better to be roller cola than individual cola, isn't it?
Is that something new you're planning to start marketing?
Well, why not?
That's definitely all we have time for this week. I'm calling it there. We've covered a lot. We've had good news. We've had weird news. We've had those stories that gently restore your faith in humanity. We've had billionaires trying to build ski resorts in deserts and calling it a long-term plan. Once again, we've been reminded, no matter how chaotic things get, the planet's still here. People are doing good things, and progress over snow and awkward is still happening, even if the best coping strategy we've got is just being caffeinated enough to tolerate it. If you've enjoyed this show, do all your usual things like subscribe, leave a review, share it with your friends. We've been Everything's Fine, probably. I've been Jim with Gemma, Shelley, and Stuart. Thank you very much for listening. And remember, the world might be confusing, leaders may be strange, and somewhere right now a very rich man is trying to convince you indoor snow in the desert is a good idea, whilst inventing an award to give to a thin-skinned, misogynistic fascist. But we're still here, still thinking, still laughing. So until next time, stay informed, stay sane, and remember that despite how it may seem and feel, everything's fine. Probably.
America.